Hola amigos, welcome to Tarot, mi amor.
Hola. Sagittarius.
Sí.
We're going to do your heart spread for the first part of December. I'm Sagittarius, full disclosure. Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and the Sun, and the fourth house with a Cancer moon, so with a Cancer flare. Hadn't been easy. First part of my life, my Cancer moon was like a little brother that I had to just cart around with me all the time. Just annoyed the hell out of me. Always complaining and whining. Sagittarius like, let's go.
Okay. Well, this is you.
Yep, that's you, Sagittarius. That's you too. That's a strong Sagittarius. Maybe a first house sun. It's you
This
coming
is
into
the
relationship. The other could be a
Hangman.
Pisces.
Aquí
Yeah.
está. This is the
This is
Knight
you.
of Pentacles.
This is you, Sag, in the relationship.
The Six of Wands.
Six of Wands, that's your other in the relationship.
The Nine of Wands.
That's your advice in the relationship.
The
or your
stars.
challenge.
Star.
Star card.
And
Aquarius.
then we have the Emperor.
For your advice in the relationship. Oh, I can't wait.
And the Four of Pentacles.
Wow.
Four.
Pentacles
And
as an
in
outcome.
the bottom of the deck,
On the deck, Seven of Pentacles.
Seven of Pentacles.
We don't weigh the bottom of the deck too strongly on heart spread because the cards usually take care of
Okay.
themselves. They take some clarification.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, the Four of Pentacles. Because I see this as a relationship, huh?
See?
It could be a single too, though. You know,
Okay.
could be a single Sag. If it's single, then this becomes. This is like the mindset and where someone's at in terms of relationships when they enter the relationship. But if you're single, then this would be your person's going to most likely be a Pisces, and you're going to find them at a party or some kind. You know, you got Christmas coming up and everything, some kind of event, and the advice here then would become, this is Aquarius, but hopes and dreams and wishes, and it's, if you see this kind of scenario coming in, you're at a party and there is this kind of Pisces person, it would probably be like you start talking about things that really matter to you, you know, deep things, where you're like, wow, you know, they're going to hit you right in your spot. But now if it's a relationship, then you're coming in, Sag, very strongly, okay? You're Sag who's, this is kind of Sag, this is a strong, outgoing leader, and it's, in this position, someone whose life is going well, they've got what they need. And then in the relationship, you're showing up as the Knight of Pentacles, which is kind of unusual for Sagittarius. So I see you, this is really slow. It's going forward, but if a Sagittarius is moving this slow, we're seeing a problem. We're seeing there's a reason. There's a reason. There's like a bunch of enemies up there, and we're like, we're going to slow it down a minute because we're about to get hammered.
And then
the advice is the Nine of Wands, or your challenge. It's like they could be running into something here, because this energy of your person in the relationship is celebration, and this is kind of like they're in the relationship, putting up on Facebook, hey, we're in a relationship, and all the accolades, their friends congratulating them, taking them out for drinks. So they're being really, it's not necessarily bad, but in contrast to how you are, you're pretty sober here. This is sober. This is not, this is the opposite of this. This guy here never does, he goes out and wins the war for the king, and then he quietly rides back in the dead of night and puts his horse up and goes to bed. It's like Virgo, you know. This is one that's a lot of fanfare, and, you know. So this would be your other. So they want to go out and party and maybe show you off, Sag, you know. And so this is where you get the 9, you know, of wands coming in here. Maybe that's kind of stressing you out somehow, something about it. And when they're coming into a relationship, unlike you're coming in very strong. This is like there's something that happened to them in their past relationship, so that when they're coming into this relationship, they're kind of in a state of still wondering what happened, you know, wondering what happened. They're suspended, because maybe they don't really know what happened. You probably do, or you don't care, Sagittarius. It's not an issue for you. For them, it's like there's something going on in the past that they're still just kind of hung up about. And so maybe the reason why this is triggering you is because you're wondering why they're this happy when you kind of know that there's something still going on with the past. Like, you know, they have feelings, and you're like, well, how did they get, you know, suddenly so happy? Is it really about me? You're questioning something. And then with the Star for their advice, I think it's clear for them, they're happy, they want to move forward, you know. And with the Emperor being the advice for the overall relationship, and we are reading for you, Sag, so the heart spread is for you. It shows both people. But this is to be strong and to be kind of dig your heels in, which Sag doesn't normally do. So this is like boundaries. So I think in this relationship, you may want to, this is a little bit like putting the brakes on.
Okay.
I think is what the advice is, and being really, really firm about it. I don't have to clarify the 4 of Pentacles.
Okay.
I don't know, for an outcome
The Justice.
with the Justice. Wow. Well, I think you got Major Kana. A lot of Major Kana. So there's something going on in this relationship that's important for you guys. And I think with the Justice is the outcome is you figure out what it is that they're not dealing with emotionally, probably, huh? What they're hiding from, what they're hung up about from the past. And this practically speaking could be you speak to their sister, brother, friend, and they say, and you go, oh, okay, now I understand why they're like this, huh? And for you, bringing justice, typically positive, we've got the 4 swords. So I think when I really am not sure with this until right now, but you're going to find out something that's going to basically bring justice to the situation. And when you do, you're going to need time. All right? So it's not a good outcome, you know? So you'll, at that point, yeah.
All the hidden things and this one.
Yeah, I think that's where you end up. So your outcome is really, you know, well, we went from the 4 of Pentacles to the 4 of Swords. And when you're in the 4 of Pentacles energy, the reason why you're holding on so tight to everything you have is because you're hurt. And it's almost like curling up in a ball when you're getting beat up or something. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. See?
Let me know what you think of that. Okay?
Okay.